This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
And welcome everybody to University of Tampa baseball from Tampa Stadium on the campus of the University of Tampa. The Spartans get ready to take on the Rollins Tars. Hi everybody, Jack Ike along with Brandon Davis.
Yes.
Jordan Davis is a basketball player in Wisconsin who just declared for the transfer portal.
Oh, okay.
Brandon Davis. And Brandon, it's halfway through the season just about, but this is probably as big a weekend as you can get in this conference.
Yes. Like you said before, we were talking about it's the NCAA South Regional rematch. They had a rematch. They had a game championship last year where they had game one. It was May 27th, and the Tars took both of them. They actually won the 2-1 the first game, and in the second game they won 13-6 in an epic standout. It actually was the best of 2 out of 3.
Yes.
So since they won the first 2 games, there was no reason to play the third
match
one.
there.
Yeah, game set match.
Yeah.
But now the Rollins Tars were ranked number 11th last year. Now they're ranked number 7.
Yeah.
And now you have the Tampa Spartans, who are still ranked number 2nd in the nation. Consistently, you have a rematch here, folks. So this is going to be a good one, like you said, Jack.
Number 2 against number 7. The Spartans take the field in their white jerseys, and we'll give you the starting lineups for today's game. For Rollins, they will start. Leading off is the shortstop, number 23, Joey Rubin, a sophomore from Charlton, Massachusetts. Batting second, the second baseman, number 3, Adams Torres, a senior from Kissimmee, Florida. Batting third is number 12, the first baseman, Jesslyn Whitehead, a senior from Orlando, Florida. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 35, Ryan Coleman, a senior from Tampa, Florida, went to Calvary Christian High School. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 5, that is Cam Meehan, a 6'1 senior from Orlando, Florida. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 38, Jack Herring, one of the top hitters in the conference, the top hitter on this team, a sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 13, and that is Jimmy Thies, a redshirt freshman from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 28, and that is Parker Smith, a senior from Orlando, Florida. And batting ninth is the catcher, number 33, Spencer Seringer, and he is a 6'2 senior from Pierre, South Dakota. On the mound for Rollins, we'll get to them a little bit later, is number 16, and that is Edward Berry, who has been their Friday night pitcher all along. The Spartans, we'll get you their lineup when they come to bat, but we'll let you know that Michael Paul will be on the mound for the Spartans. Brandon, he got some numbers on him.
Yes, this will be his 9th appearance of the season. Has a total of 42 and a quarter innings pitched, giving up 38 hits, 20 runs, 19 earned, 14 walks, but a total of 42 strikeouts. So he is 3-1 on the season now, and here's the first pitch.
Comes a little bit high. Ball one, leading off, is Rubin. Foul back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rubin, 319 on the year. Scored 37 runs. That's what the leadoff hitter should do, is lead your team in runs. 12 doubles to lead the team this year. Ground ball heading out. Fielded. No, Nunez is not going to be able to get it. And that'll be just a kind of a swinging bunt base hit. We'll set the Spartans defensively for you as well. As Adams Torres comes to the plate, the Spartans will have Michael Paul on the mound. Danny Gutcher, SSC Player of the Week, behind the plate. Disco, E.J. Disco at first. Drew Earhart back at second base. Third base is Anthony Nunez, who's been out a few games with an injury. And J.D. Urso is at shortstop. Jamarcus Lyons is in left. Jordan Lala in center. And E.J. Cumbo is in right. That's a pop-up. Lala waiting, but Drew Earhart comes in, and he makes the catch. About 10, 15 feet off the grass.
And you want to mention Drew Earhart was the SAC Player of the Week last year, having an impressive slash line of .429 batting average, .692 on base percentage, and a 1.429 slugging percentage.
Last week, Drew Earhart set the Spartan record for most games played in a career, 234. That's a lot of games.
A lot of games.
Helps being a fifth-year senior.
And I think he's approaching. This is his 235th game, but he's approaching Eric Mirza.
First off, right back to Jamarcus Lyons. Had him play just about perfectly. Is that for hits, right?
Yeah, so Eric Mirza is at second with 329 total hits, and you have Ronnie Merrill, who is at first with 339.
That's a lot of hits in
a lot of hits.
College career. You know, it helps to play for a team like Tampa because you're going to get a whole bunch of extra games after the regular season.
Yeah.
You add that up over the course of career, you might get another season. You know, if you play 12 games in postseason, you do that for 4 years, that's 48 more games. That's another full season. Runner goes, and I think they got him. They do. Ends the inning as Rubin tried to steal. Nice play by Gutcher to throw him out. Urso took the throw. No runs. They did get a hit. Nobody left on base. We played half an inning. Tampa coming to bat. No score.
Just another ordinary day at UT.
Bottom of the first inning we go. No score. Rollins went 3 batters, 3 outs. One guy did get a hit, got thrown out at second. For the Spartans, the starting lineup looks like this. Jordan Lala will be leading off, a senior from Tampa, Florida. You know, I should almost just record this early in the season because it doesn't change much.
A formatted template.
Lala will be leading off for Tampa, the 4th highest batting average in the SSC right now. Drew Earhart, second base. And Drew is a grad student from Tampa, Florida, went to Wharton High School. The DH is J.D. Urso. Did I get that wrong? Saladino was actually at shortstop for Tampa today as J.D. Urso. I'm so used to him being there, probably saving the wear and tear, give him the more reps tomorrow. So J.D. Urso will be the DH for today's game, but batting in his customary third spot. He's a sophomore from Tampa, went to Plant High School. Batting cleanup is the right fielder, number 19, E.J. Cumbo, junior from East Meadow, New York. Batting fifth is the catcher, Danny Gutcher, the reigning Conference Player of the Week. And Gutcher, number 27, is a sophomore from Tampa, Florida. Transferred from Eckerd College and went to Gaither High School. We'll get the rest of the lineup in a second. Jordan Lava coming to the plate, and he will be facing Barry, who will be the starting pitcher for the Tars. We'll get more on him in a second. Base hit, 1 pitch. Jordan Lala just hits a ton all the time.
Yep.
Has almost a 50% on base percentage. That's a ridiculous number. You've got some numbers for Mr. Barry on the mound?
You mentioned Barry. It's his 9th appearance of the season. A total of 2-2 record and an even ERA of 2.95. So he is looking to get that lower here in this 3-game series this weekend.
Drew Earhart to the plate. Lala to the on first. First pitch. A little bit low. Conference standings, you wonder why this is a big matchup. We already told you number 2 against number 7, but Tampa 12-0 have played 4 series in conference play, won them all. 23-4 overall on the season. Rollins 10-2 conference play, 20-6. There's a base hit down the line. That's going to send Lala to third. He's watching Coach Urso, who's going to send him. They field the ball deep in the corner. Lala will score standing up, and Drew Earhart with the double puts the Spartans up 1-0.
Wow, what a rip right to right field, right down the line. It was a difficult ball to really try to track. The shade actually had him in the way, but a really good hit.
Kept my eye on Joe Urso there, and he never stopped waving him home. I do have to say, you didn't see it go in the corner because we have one camera that doesn't move. I always have to give my little spiel here. One camera doesn't move, so I'd say what you see is what you get, and when it goes to the corners, we will do our best to describe it as accurately as we can. J.D. Urso, the DH, coming to the plate. Other teams in the conference right now, Florida Tech at 7-5 is third. Florida Southern 5-4. They are a one series less than everybody right now. There's an odd number of teams in the conference, so every weekend somebody doesn't play a conference game.
So it's not really accurate to say.
It all evens out in the end.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, I think the Spartans' last series of the season is non-conference because I think that's when they get that bye or that week off. So they scheduled a non-conference game. There's one hit out into center field. Earhart's going to tag and comes back. Might have been close.
It's a good read on Earhart not to go. I believe that Coach Urso did signal last minute, don't go. So good base running, good decision by Earhart not to go.
But one thing we've seen so far, the Spartans have hit the ball hard 3 times.
Yeah.
2 of them not at people. That one was at the center fielder.
You mentioned hitting the ball hard. I believe the Tampa Spartans slugging percentage is 487. 487. But not compared to an 876 slugging percentage by the Tars. It's wow. I mean, you got to compare these numbers, Jack. Look at this, man.
Video game numbers. If there is a D2 video game out there.
I don't think the NCAA has anymore.
Not yet. E.J. Combo at the plate. Earhart still on second. Ball outside. Rest of the conference, St. Leo at 6-6. Barry at 7-8. We talked about the disparity. They have not had a weekend off. They have 15 games already in conference play. Eckerd 4-5 with 9. Nova Southeastern 9 with 3-6.
You actually look at Combo. He actually leads. He's second in the team in batting average at 400, leading behind, trailing behind Jordan Lala. Didn't mean to cut you off right there.
That's okay. Yeah. You know, are you happy to be second on the team with a 400 average?
I mean, only 0.3. Only 0.3 off.
Really, probably one hit and a couple different at bats, and he got a walk. So runners now on first and second. This is back-to-back home series for Tampa. They'll be on the road next weekend. Danny Gutcher to the plate. 2 weeks ago, he had no home runs on the season. Now he's got 6.
Wow.
3 in one game 2 weekends ago. And we know 3 last weekend.
We know that in baseball there's going to be a hot streak and they're also going to have a slump. So it's a constant fluctuation in baseball. But the numbers don't lie, though. So 2 weeks and 6 home runs in 2 weeks, that's amazing.
And I don't know if he was ever known as a home run hitter. You look at him and you don't think so. He's tied with Daskal with 6 home runs.
Yeah, 6'1", 180 pounds.
That's,
you wouldn't believe that he would get 6 home runs in 2 weeks.
I know.
With his physique.
3 in one game, of which 1 was a grand slam.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. Looks at 1 and holds off. It's 2-1. Don't know if Barry was unhappy with the call or what. He kind of walked off the mound. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball high. Daskal is on deck. So your 2 At the moment, power hitters are batting 5th and 6th in the order. Cumbo moved back into the cleanup spot. Two and two. In the dirt, full count.
Hello, everybody.
So a full count to Gutcher. The pitch. Ooh. Call strike. And Gutcher goes down.
What were your thoughts about that at bat?
That was an emphatic strikeout. I think it probably froze him with the breaking ball.
Yeah.
And he wasn't ready for that one.
It's an interesting choice of selection on that last pitch, but just got the inside corner, so got to give it to him.
Doskow to the plate, see if he can add to the Spartans' one run that has come in this inning.
Doskow hitting .337 on the season.
And you probably got that in front of you, but that's right about the team batting average. I think if you were to...
I think the team batting average is around, 302. Yeah.
302? Okay.
Oh, excuse me. That's Rollins. It's Rollins.
Oh, okay.
It's Rollins. The batting average for the team is .331,
Isn't
so it
that
is
amazing?
relatively close, though, yeah.
Here's your average hitter for Tampa.
Yeah.
Inside,
Ooh.
got his elbow. He'll go to first. We'll have the bases loaded with 2 outs. And Anthony Nunez back in the lineup, we're happy to see, been out with some injuries. Not only was he hot when he got hurt, but plays a great third base for Tampa as well. And I think Drew Earhart's more than happy to go back to second base. I believe Nunez was sitting at 99 at-bats, official at-bats on the year.
Yeah, you're correct.
I
This is
think
a
Lala was
100
also at
at-bat.
99.
Yeah.
Lala has probably more at-bats, but official at-bats, he was at 99. But he gets on so many ways, leads the team in walks. 1 ball, no strikes. Barry fires. High, ball 2. Quick run in from third base by Thies to talk to Barry. Might have seen something or...
Edward Barry, who's pitching at the mound, he's actually he's ranked second in earned runs for the team. So the total team, they have a total of 118 earned runs, but 2 are tied at 17. He's right behind them at 14.
Okay.
So, and we mentioned that 2.95 ERA, which is relatively,
That's good.
It's relatively
That's good.
average, yes, but it's brinking into that 3. So he wants to get it down to a little bit lower in the 2, especially with this game series being so crucial for their team.
Umpires for today's game behind the plate. That is Gary Glover, who has since gone out to break it up. And John Bennett is on the field. They'll switch tomorrow. A couple guys who have umpired a lot of games in this ballpark. So Nunez comes back to the plate. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bases are full of Spartans. Playing Nunez fairly straight away, but fairly deep. Barry in the stretch. And it's 3-0. I'm obligated to say there's nowhere to put him.
No way.
You have to have all the cliches ready when you need them. Got to use them when they're ready. 3 balls, no strikes. And he walked. Oh, okay, just a slow call. Thought it might have been a little outside. That's probably where the strike call was on Urso. 3 balls, 1 strike. Berry fires. Ground ball towards second, fielded. Nice throw over to end the inning. Spartans do get 1, but a nice play from Torres to Whitehead to end the inning. 1 run, 2 hits for Tampa. We played 1 complete, and it's Tampa 1, Rollins nothing on TampaSpartans.tv.
I pledged.
I am an
Coleman. Michael Paul on the mound for Tampa. Off speed, a little bit outside. Brandon, you mentioned Tampa hitting .331 as a team. There are 6 teams in the conference with more than a 300 team batting average.
Jesus.
Rollins is the 6th at .302. Lynn close behind at .291. But it's Tampa, .331, Eckerd, .330, Berry, .326, Florida Southern, .321. That one is hit deep. Cumbo, he may run out of room. Near the wall, we're tied. 1-1,
Wow.
And that is Coleman taking that one deep.
That's his 7th home run of the year. He actually now is 2nd in his team in leading home runs. 2nd.
I know, somebody has 12.
Parker Smith, number 28. He was actually one of the players on the radar for this upcoming matchup, Parker Smith. Yeah.
I knew somebody had double digits.
Yeah.
Unheard of already. 1-1, so that takes away the Spartan lead in about 5 seconds. Meehan to the plate now.
Meehan was actually the person who actually won the game for the SSC Regional final last year. He actually homered to left field to get the game-winning run in the 7th inning, I believe so. Yeah. So good for him. I think he was a junior at that time. I think now he's a senior.
I can have my intern check that.
So he strikes out. Looking.
So out there, 1 down, but a run already in. Meehan is a senior. Yep. Jack Herring to the plate. Tops on the team in batting average, I believe, at .375. Ground ball. Does it get up the middle? Earhart ranges. Can he make the throw? He can, but not in time. That'll be an infield hit.
Great hustle by Earhart, by the way.
It was. You know, that ball goes slow enough. I don't know if Herring would think of going to 2, but you never know. That's 2 infield hits in this game for Rollins. Thies coming to the plate now. .227 hitter on the year. Played and started in 24 games. One ball. Ball outside, 2-0. That's 34 home runs now on the season. Tampa with 24 home runs this year. Tampa straightaway pretty deep for Thies. That looked good, but no call. And we are at 2-1. Make it 3-1. Runner goes, swing and a miss, throw to second, went to the third base side of the bag. They called him out.
Oh, wow.
Now, this has to not be the tag at the plate. There has to be something we didn't see.
He might have jumped a little bit too early, maybe?
No,
No?
That's softball.
I'm not sure because the ump,
Maybe got in the way. Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? I think maybe a batter interference.
Oh, yeah.
Obstructing the throw. Because they immediately, the base umpire looked back at the home plate umpire who called him out. So Thies will. So actually, so the batter is out, but Herring.
You were right, Jack.
Herring
right.
goes back to the base. And this will bring up, that one is hit out into center field. Lala hustling in. Ball bounces in front of him. I don't know if he saw that one perfectly off the bat because he kind of looked up and waited before he made his run. Now, if you look at the shadows on the field, that would make sense because the sun sets right behind the press box here and directly into the light, into the eyes of left fielder, center fielder. Anything hit up into the air for a while anyway is going to be a tough play. You better be ready to see it as quickly as you can.
And he could have had that, He could have closed out the inning, but nevertheless, it is still 2 outs, so we still have an opportunity to close out the inning here.
So Herring now on third. There's one hit out, foul. This is Seringer. 250 average on the year. This is his 10th game. He started them all. He's the catcher. And strike call. I just looked at Jordan Lala, not only wearing his cap, but also had his glove, his mitt in front of his eyes. So that's more than likely, not probably 110% sure that that's what happened. Last week we saw a player just, as soon as it was hit, said, I don't see it. And it fell a ways away from him, but he just never saw it. Given Seringer the left field line, they are way, way off the line and left. And he hits it right where Lyons is for the base hit, but that's going to score Herring and a 2-1 Rollins lead. Runners now at first and second. And Rollins up 2-1. We're back to the top of the order with Rubin. And he singled. Ball that went about 30 feet. But it was just so slowly hit, nobody was able to get to it in time. This time he takes a big swing and a miss. Strike one. Paul looks back. Swing and a miss. Ahead 0-2.
Paul trying to close out this inning before he can concede any more damage here.
Throws it a little bit high outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You can see the shadows. It's always a little bit interesting. Shadow on the mound, then a gap, then a shadow on home plate. Don't know if that's a big effect on a hitter or not. And
I think they were waiting for his reaction.
They looked over at the umpire looked over at the Tampa dugout. I think Tampa made the call for him, but he didn't agree with him. Now 2-2 with 2 outs. There's the strikeout. So Rubin goes down, but a couple runs score for Rollins here in the top of the second on 4 base hits. And at the end of an inning and a half, it is now Rollins on top, 2-1 over Tampa. TampaSpartans.tv.
Champ.
Spartans have to come back in this game now after taking a lead 1-0 in the first. They're now down 2-1 here in the second. Nico Saladino, the shortstop, will lead off for Tampa. He's the number Saladino, a sophomore from Valrico, Florida. Barry, first pitch. Saladino thought about swinging, pulled back. One thing, Barry's the starting pitcher, nobody on base, but he pitches out of the stretch, which is not uncommon. Pitchers just like, say, I just like one motion that I have to worry about. So I'm not going to do a wind-up when there's nobody on and a stretch when there's a man on. Outside, 3-0. I would assume the take sign will be on. And a 4-pitch walk. That dreaded leadoff walk.
Yeah.
Jamarcus Lyon strides to the plate. Got to say hi to his grandpa and his uncle, who will be here tomorrow for the first game. They usually sit right down to our right in the front row. Ball high, so 5 straight balls now for Barry.
Lions hitting .308 on the season, .413 on-base percentage, and a slugging percentage of .462, so relatively good numbers.
Good, yes, excellent numbers. Inside, 6 straight balls now by Barry. See if the Spartans can seize the moment here.
Ooh.
7 straight balls, or as the Buccaneers say, siege the moment.
Siege?
That's what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers slogan was, siege the moment. I always thought it was seize the moment, but I checked on siege and it does work. Thought it sounded like the wrong word. 3-0 with a man on. There's a strike after 7 straight balls.
You know, I did a musical in high school. It was called The Newsies, and there was a song called Seize the Day.
Yeah.
Seize the Day, yep.
I mean, grab hold of it and do something with it. 3-1 pitch. Fouled back. Oof. Would have been right in your lap.
You know that video, right? On Instagram when it goes right into your eye view mirror? Yeah.
Now, when I do the games with Taylor, have you done games with Taylor?
Yes, I've done quite a few games with Taylor, yeah.
When a ball comes back like that, he ducks instinctively because when he was in Elmira last year,
yes,
they did not have a screen in front of his press box. And see, and he twitches every time. I said, man, they must have been just scaring you all.
And no AC, by the way.
Yeah, but I think Elmira in the summer is probably just beautiful.
Where's Elmira?
New York, upstate New York.
All the way upstate?
Yeah.
Okay.
3-2. Throw to first. Saladino's back. One thing I miss with this turf field is nobody gets their pants dirty sliding back into first anymore.
But you could bet they get the burns, the skin burns.
Yeah. Again, they throw. Though we probably can't see it. There's probably a lot of those little black rubber things.
Oh, they're getting your shoes. So annoying. Yeah. You come back home, you got to, just dump it out.
Pablo, you're in the soccer team. Have you ever played on a field like this? Yeah. You like them?
Yeah,
no. No? Okay.
Like you said, the sunburns are...
Yeah.
Runner goes, strikeout, and I think they got him with the bang, strike him out, throw him out, double play. So quickly 2 outs now. Pablo, by the way, is running our audio and video for us. That's why I talked to him there. Top of the order, Jordan Lala back at the plate. He singled to start the game for Tampa. And then came around and scored on Drew Earhart's double. Looks at a first pitch, call strike. Doubleheader tomorrow, 1 o'clock and more or less 4 o'clock. Ball outside. It was a nice doubleheader last week. Quick, efficient. Even though the Spartans double-digit runs in both games.
Yeah.
Got it done in 6 hours.
And only conceded 4 runs in three-game series. It's very impressive.
Ball high. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Barry to Lala. Swing and a miss, took something off of that, and Jordan couldn't dial it down. And they go off speed again, and Jordan swings and misses. So Barry gets out of the inning. No damage. We've played 2 full, 2-1. Rollins on top of Tampa right here on TampaSpartans.tv. Third inning we go. 2-1 Rollins on top. Jack Ike, along with Brandon Davis, will be hosting you all weekend long. Torres will lead off his second at bat. Michael Paul on the mound for Tampa, roughed up a little bit last inning, gave up 2 runs on 4 hits, including a home run. First pitch is a ball. Inside, ball 2. That one catches the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Beautiful night in Tampa.
You could feel the breeze coming. There was a lot of dry humidity today, but now the cool breeze comes. The sunset
outside
comes.
.84 right now here in Tampa. Ball outside, walked him in 5 pitches, so the leadoff runner gets on at first. They say the wind is south at 7, so not a strong wind. It could affect balls going to left field. Seemed to have no effect on Coleman's home run, which he hit to right field.
It's a beautiful cut on that one, yeah.
Whitehead to the plate. Runner goes, fouled off. John Sjogren showing a propensity to run early in this game, the coach of Rollins. Brandon, you mentioned that Rollins took 2 straight in the regional finals last year over Tampa. Regular season, Tampa's owned these guys over the years.
Yeah.
They won 11 of 12.
Yeah, 11 of 12, yeah. But surprising on the playoffs,
the biggest games of the year.
Yeah.
I would say, inarguably, the two biggest games of the year. Rollins comes in and sweeps Tampa right here. And got a trip to the World Series. Fouled off again. In the dirt, Gutcher with a good block. Runner stays. Whitehead lined out to Jamarcus Lyons last time up. Jamarcus had to take about 1 step and made the play. Ground ball up the middle. Earhart had him played well to Saladino. The return not going to be in time. Spartans get the lead runner. First out of the inning. That one just took a while to get out there. A couple high hops.
Yeah, slow chopper on that one.
Yeah, turned the first one, but they just weren't going to get Whitehead at first. Brings up Coleman, who launched one over the 375 sign in right field for the first run of the game for Rollins. They've since added 1. That's a strike call. I was checking my weather app to get the temp here, and I've got a bunch of areas where my sisters and stuff live. It's snowing in northern Wisconsin right now.
Oh, okay.
34 degrees up there. Winter storm warning, as a matter of fact. Not snowing here. 0-2, fouled off. Pretty good crowd here at the Birdcage again tonight. Friday night seemed to draw pretty well here. Tapped foul. Stays alive. Close play at first, but he's back. 2 balls, 1 strike to Coleman. The lefty waits. Again, the throw. Now, the new baseball rule, Major League rules, he may be done throwing the first for this batter.
There's a limit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's 2 per batter. Another one of those things to speed up the game. Ball high.
Yeah, speaking of trying to speed up the game, did you see Shohei Ohtani calling out the pitch signals right before he even stepped onto the mound?
No.
Just to speed up, because, when you have such a short amount of time to get the pitch off, it's going to be a short amount of communication, so he was trying to, speed it up.
Runner goes, inside throw. Safe. Saladino thinks maybe he got him. He fielded that on the hop and then tried to swipe it back.
It's always hard to tell with those late high tags.
Yes.
When he slides in, it's really hard to tell for the umpire, even though he's right there.
Well, the other thing, too, with a 2-man umpiring crew, his positioning is
kind of
between
blocking
the mound and the base, whereas if it was a 4-man team, he'd have been behind the base and might have seen the tag. Not to say he didn't steal the base, but it's a tougher call from there. To me, it looked like he might have had it anyway.
But I would argue right now, you only have 2 umpires. It would have been even harder if he was behind the plate because of the shade. I mean, the sun coming at him, yeah.
Could be, yeah. Depends on how close he got. 3-2 now. Ground ball, foul. Coleman had a very quick at-bat with his home run last time, but stretching this AB out. The 3-2 again with Whitehead on second. That is hit fairly deeply, but no, Cumbo waits, makes the catch, and nobody's going to run on that one. Boy, he put that right on the base.
Yeah. what a great throw by Lyons.
Nunez would have been waiting, counted to 5, then made the tag.
Coleman, his bat speed is so fast. He has so much power when he rips it that I really thought it was going to be ripped into left center easily for a base hit. It looked deeper, yes, it did. By the sound of the crack of the bat, yes, it did.
Meehan to the plate now. 0 for 1. Struck out his first time. 2 outs now. That one's up the middle, base hit. That should score Whitehead. 2 bounces to Lala. Whitehead will score standing up. And it's 3-1 Rollins.
Rollins on a roll here.
So the Spartans will have even more to come back from. Not that they don't do it. They average almost 9 runs a game. Rollins has 210 runs scored this season. I think the Spartans are right about that same number.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Spartans at 219 on the year, so pretty similar numbers. Though 9-run difference, that's a game. Herring to the plate. Swing and a miss. Big cut. He's down 0-2. In the dirt. There's Arnaldo. Outside. Now 2-2. A couple of the soccer brethren coming to watch the game. Are they checking up on you, Pablo? Making sure you know what you're doing?
Especially Arnaldo, yeah. Took a spot. Pablo, really quick, where you from? Brazil. Oh, tudo bem. Tudo bem.
2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Foul off, or is it down the left field line? Lyons gives chase.
Ooh.
And, boy, that was just foul, and Lyons almost got to it.
The ball ricocheted off the wall and hit him, I believe, in his leg. Yeah.
That one hop to the wall. It was that far down, but it's about 5 feet foul. And as you said, ricocheted back to him. So just a long strike, and it's still 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Earhart dives, can't get to it. And will we have a play at the plate? No, they're going to hold Herring up at third base. So first and third now with 2 outs. A diving Drew Earhart couldn't quite get his glove on that one.
Well, what gave Meehan the jump is that he actually jumped before the pitch started, so he had a lead, and that's what got him to third. So good base running by Meehan to get him to third into scoring position for potentially the 4th run.
It wasn't a full count, but it was 2 outs, and he ran anyway and got to third easily. Now Sam Militello, pitching coach, coming out. That is already 7 hits in the 3rd inning. And Michael Paul already at 52 pitches for the day. I did not see anybody in the bullpen. Now, this one thing that the Spartans have done this year that is different from previous years, when they went to the turf field, the bullpens used to be down the baselines. It still is for the visiting team. It's down beyond first base, but into the right field corner. It used to be the same in the left field corner for the Spartans. They have now moved it beyond the fence that surrounds the left field line, so you can't see anybody warming up.
Oh,
and
wow.
That was by design by Joe Urso.
I see what you're talking about, yeah.
Now, I don't know if anybody's warming up, and neither does John Sjogren for Rollins. Joe was more worried about John Sjogren than me.
Yeah. But he didn't think to consider that. We need to know this information, you know. We have to report it on the fly.
Now I do see a ball being thrown back and forth. I don't know who's throwing it. Thies at the plate. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on the corners. Rollins already with a 3-1 lead. Spartans want to limit the damage at this point. Ball outside. Ground ball, line shot right to Anthony Nunez. Perfectly played for the 3rd out. So Rollins does pick up a run. And 2 hits. They leave 2. We played 2.5, 3-1. Rollins on top of Tampa.
College sports.
Bottom of the 3rd, Spartans have a little bit more work to do as we head to this inning. 3-1, they trail Rollins. Spartans took a 1-0 lead in the 1st on a Jordan Lala base hit and then a Drew Earhart double right after it. But since then, Rollins has picked up 2 in the second, 1 more in the top of the third. We head to the bottom of the third. And leading off for Tampa will be Drew Earhart. Drew set the Spartans games played record last week when he played in his 234th game. Curveball for a strike. The next thing that'll be of note will be, well, you already mentioned most hits in a career, potentially, but he could approach, depending on how deep the Spartans go here, 200 wins. He's 235 now, 235 games played. I mean, this team doesn't lose much more than 10 games a year.
Yeah.
So he could be approaching 200 wins at some point. Ground ball heading out towards second base. Torres fields it, 1 down. J.D. Urso rearranging the artificial turf a little bit.
It's kind of unusual, like you said, Jack, to see him at DH.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only remember it once in a while. Maybe once a season. Maybe just to give him one less game of wear and tear. And speaking of wear and tear, he just got hit. Brings E.J. Cumbo to the plate. He's the kind of guy who could make it a 3-3 game with one swing.
Especially with that slugging percentage, Jack, you know. We'll see. We'll see.
How many home runs does he have? 4? So that's probably third on the team. The pitch. Curveball doesn't get the call. Barry settled down after that first inning. Pitched well. His pitch count's in the 40s here in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. Went up on high and outside.
Yeah, a late cut to that one. Wasn't too sure about getting it, but, you know, that's always a thing. High up and away. Lefties love that one.
A little bat shake by Cumbo. Then he cocks the bat and watches it go outside. 2-1. Urso with a modest lead at first. 3-1. Barry with a look over, now in the stretch. And throws over. And the pitch. Tap foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Danny Gutcher on deck. You see him running to get the ball. Running back now. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball. Gets through for a base hit. Does Urso go to third? He does. Here's the throw. He's going to be in safely. Runners in the corners with 1 out. A seeing eye single by E.J. Cumbo between first and second. J.D. with a glance over at his dad. He said, come on over. Visit me at third.
And it would be remiss of me not to mention this, but I did make a minor error, Jack. It was actually not Drew Earhart. It was Danny Gutcher that had the SEC Player of the Week. Yes, it was Danny Gutcher.
Matter of fact, the Spartans won both awards. Alex Canny got the Pitcher of the Week.
Wow, okay.
So
it shows the versatility of both offense and defense for the Tampa Spartans.
Though I think Drew Earhart's got a few of those
weekly
trophies on his in his room somewhere.
Not to mention E.J. Cumbo, who was just at bat too, or had it earlier this season.
Yeah. And here's the list. Any Spartans? Let's see. First time I think that players from the same team have taken them both. That's a pop-up heading out into right field, giving chase, right fielder, third base or second baseman, makes the catch. J.D. Urso is going to try for the plate. Here's the throw. He is safe.
Oh, wow. Way to get under there. J.D. Urso shrugs his shoulders and he's in there. Wow. That was risky. He did hesitate. You saw him hesitate halfway, but his speed that he is given from his father, Joe Urso, he got in there safe.
Well, Smith made the catch on a long run, and J.D. started to come down, but Smith kind of hesitated on getting the ball in, so J.D. said I'm coming home and slid under the tag. Boy, he was down about as low as you could get.
That was close. That was close.
I think the ball was there. He just slid under it. 3-2 game now. Fouled off. E.J. Daskow. E.J. Cumbo and E.J. Daskow. Back-to-back batters for Tampa. Ooh, that hit him in the face?
Ooh, I think it hit him in the eye.
Yeah. Daskow fouled that ball off, and he is holding his, I think that did come up and maybe hit him in the cheek or the eye.
Looks like his eye is covering his left eye. So with a foul tip, I believe it hit his left eye.
Yeah. He's taking his helmet off. Now they're standing. We're not going to show it to you, but.
Might have been that cheekbone. Might have been that cheekbone.
Trainers were out there immediately. He's not holding it now like it's bad. I think hopefully
it looks like the nose. It looks like the nose.
Cheekbone or
it looks like the
skin wound.
They're putting a
Could
napkin
be a bloody
over the nose. Yeah.
Potentially. You could tell as soon as he fouled it off, it hit him in the face. Why don't we let him attend to E.J. Daskow, and we'll take a break and get ready right after this on TampaSpartans.tv.
I pledged.
Are back. E.J. Daskow has been taken out of the game. Luis Rodriguez will assume his at-bat, listed as a pinch hitter, but he will come up with one strike on him. Daskow fouled the ball off, and it went up and hit him in the face. It looked like maybe the nose, the cheekbone, something like that. I guess the good thing, they looked like they maybe were working on him for a bloody nose or something like that. The good thing is it didn't appear to be the eye. And the good thing is he wasn't holding his face like he was in pain of any sort after about a minute.
Well, I know that's, kind of bad news right now. We don't know the current status on that, but we have Luis Rodriguez here to fill in, and we're going to continue with the game. Interesting woke-up music by the Venezuelan. Very, very. You like that, Pablo, don't you?
And Rodriguez's first pitch is a ball. So Cumbo on first. Rodriguez to the plate. Second pitch for him, third of the at-bat. Throw over. Yeah, just a freak deflection off that foul ball. 1-2, fouled off. Even with the batting helmets that come down on the side a little more, it went right between that and the brim.
I've never seen that happen in my 21 years of living. I've never seen that happen. It was kind of scary.
You got more living to do.
Oh, yeah.
1-2, swing and a miss. Went high for that one. That'll end the inning. Spartans get a man on. Do not score. We've played 3 full, and it is still 3-1. Rollins on top of Tampa. It's a 3-2 baseball game. J.D. Urso scoring. And Brandon Davis will take over through the 4th, 5th, and 6th. So I guess you're the hold pitcher if Tampa had the lead. You're the middle reliever.
I'm the middle reliever, yeah. Well, Paul's night is done, and Skylar Gonzalez will be up on the mound, the right-handed pitcher out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He's a 6'2", 185 junior. So he will get his start.
His stats are, this will be appearance number 8. He has started 5 games this year and has a 3-0 record, 20 and a third innings pitched, 21 hits, 14 runs, 11 earned runs, and he has 14 walks, 22 strikeouts.
And he will get the first pitch here against Smith, who checks swings, and he does go for a count of 0-1. Smith, in his last at-bat, singled to second. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I don't know what happened on that one. Yeah. Kind of went fish on that one, yeah. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Count down 1, 2, 3. He is out for the first out of the inning.
You don't see that too often where a pitcher won't even waste a pitch on you. Just went at him 3 straight.
He's doing the Nestor Cortez, you know. I think that's kind of throwing him off right now.
It is a unique windup.
So we have Seringer, excuse me.
Yep.
He for the 9th. He will be up for the bottom of the lineup. That is hit to the right center.
Yep.
Combo is there to get the out. And now we have two outs left.
Boy, that was a rainmaker. Yeah. That was up there.
Yeah.
Something we could use in the Tampa area, a little rain.
Top of the lineup now, we have Ruben up, number 23. He is 1 for 2 on the night, but he will not step into the batter's box again. He will talk to the third base coach.
Go talk to Coach Sjogren. Didn't even wait for the sign, just went right down to Coach, so I don't know if they have something they're looking at. Finally get a chance to look at Skylar's stats to see if they can do anything or what. The umpire, Gary Glover.
Took a little bit too long on that one.
Yeah, okay.
Got to speed things up. Maybe there's a time limit on that one now. It should be. It should be on that one.
Too. Yeah. And by the way, Luis Rodriguez did stay to play first base for Tampa.
So here's the pitch by Gonzalez. Foul ball down the right field line. In Ruben's last at bat, he struck out looking. Never want to strike out looking as a batter. Strike for count 0-2. Gonzalez, the 0-2, to potentially finish him off. But it's a little bit outside.
Too much, did he?
Yeah. It's the 1-2 here. 2 outs. Rollins leads 3-2 near the top of the 4th. That is lined to the middle. Lala is there to close out the inning. The Rollins are down 1, 2, and 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Rollins leads 3-2 here on TampaSpartans.tv. Back here in the bottom of the 4th, the Tampa Spartans trail 3-2. Anthony Nunez will come up to the batter's box. He is 0 for 1 on the night. Grounder straight to Torres, the second baseman, but he will have his second at bat here. Barry the pitch. Inside for count 1-0. The 1-0. Oh, a wild pitch hits the umpire. So that'll be a count 2-0. Obrigado. Saying some Portuguese to my man right here, with the video producer, Pablo. We tap back in here. The 2-0 high for a count 3-0. Will Barry walk him? Now he will get the first strike of the at bat, so it will be a count of 3-1. Nunez stays steady, and he will walk him for the first at bat of the inning. That brings up Nico Saladino, who's been doing a good job at the shortstop position, replacing J.D. Urso, who is DHing tonight. J.D. Urso in his last one, he actually scored. Had a brilliant base running. Slides right into home plate. But nevertheless, Nico Saladino, who walked in his last at-bat, will step up to the batter's box. Spartans trail 1 run, 1 man on base. And Saladino takes a first pitch ball. The 1-0. Breaking ball. Strike right down the middle. 1-1. With all things said, you got to pay homage to Barry with his breaking balls. He's having some interesting selections with his pitches. Another breaking ball outside for a count, 1-2. Good selections, good angles. It seems to be working for him, only giving up 2 runs. His pitch count is up to 60 now, so that's definitely a potential red flag, but we'll see further down the road. Count now is 2-2. Nunez at first, the 2-2. High fly ball to left center. Coleman is there to put away Saladino for the first out of the inning. That brings up Jamarcus Lyons. So it seems like Lyons is coming up here. There will be a potential timeout. A quick timeout between Saringer and Barry. Hopefully it's not too long this time. So as we wait for them to go back into their positions, Jamarcus Lyons, the number 9 batter in the lineup, went 0 for 1 his last one. Struck out looking to get something going here for the Spartans. Lyons, mentioned him earlier. This is his 30th at bat. High fly ball. There is Ruben, and he gets it out at shallow left for the second out. But Lions, yeah, relatively good numbers on the year. But he will go away from Jordan Lala. We go to the top of the lineup here. Jordan Lala will be back. My co-associate Jack mentioned high praise for Jordan Lala over the course of the season, getting on base numerous ways. I believe he is the number 1 leading player on the team for on base percentage. He is 1-2 tonight. His last at bat, he did strike out looking though. Strike out swinging, excuse me. As we have a check throw to first. He is safe though. Barry versus Lala, round 2. Fouled. So Nunez still at first. Got to get him into scoring position at least for Lala. We'll see if he can do it with 2 outs. Oh, high fly ball deep to left center. There's Coleman on the track, and he gets the play to close out the inning. So the Tars, they don't give up any runs, but 1 man left on base. No runs, no hits. And we go to the top of the 5th now for the Tampa Spartans in the Rollins. You guys are watching TampaSpartans.tv.
College sports.
And we are back here in the top of the 5th. The Rollins College Tars lead 3-2 here. Still in the top of the lineup here. Here is Torres up, the number 2 in the lineup. He takes a strike for a count 0-1. And Torres' last at bat, he received a walk. Let's see if he can get a hit here as he takes the ball outside for count 1-1. Rollins are holding their ground here in the top of the fifth. Halfway through in the game, there's a ball deep to shallow left, and there is Lala to pull it away for the first out. I don't even know why I said shallow left. I meant I meant left center.
You said shallow left deep.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, that would make it medium.
So here's Whitehead.
I've done worse.
We all make mistakes, but here's Whitehead. He's up against Gonzalez as he hits a little blooper, but there's Earhart to get the second out.
A couple quick innings would help the Spartans out here, too.
Definitely. Just to get the momentum going back into their type of shift into their direction. So we have Coleman, who's been showing some good offensive plays, but not only offense, but defensive plays, as he had the last out in the warning track in the bottom of the fourth. So he comes up, standing at 6'3". He looks like he's 6'5" from here. 195 pounds, but he takes the first strike for a count 0-1.
That's a tall outfielder.
Yeah.
Of course, Aaron Judge is what, 6'5"?
No, Aaron Judge is
6'7".
He's 6'8". I believe he's 6'7".
Yeah.
There's a grounder to Nunez, and he gets it, and Rodriguez puts it away. So we have a 1, 2, and 3 inning here for the Spartans, an easy windup, and they will go to the bottom of the fifth to retaliate against the Tars. 3-2, the Tampa Spartans still trail. You're watching TampaSpartans.tv. Back here in the bottom of the fifth, the Tampa Spartans looking to tie it here as they trail by 1. A relatively close game here, folks. Could go either way. Here we are in the bottom of the fifth. We have Drew Earhart up, then we have Urso, and we have Cumbo. So we're still in the cleanup type of area in the top of the lineup. We will see if the Spartans can retaliate and get some runs here going.
You know, both teams average about 8 runs a game, so it's a little surprising at this point.
So Earhart 1 for 2 on the night. Had a grounder to his own position, second base, where Torres put him away. But he will go for round 3 here against Barry. Takes the ball low, but it will still be a strike for a count 0-1. Barry approaching 70 pitches. There's a nice liner straight to Coleman, but he gets the play for the first out of the inning.
Just didn't get down in time.
Yeah. So designated hitter, it's kind of still unusual for me to say this, but DH, J.D. Urso, who actually scored the Spartans' second run, he comes up to the plate. 0 for 1 on the play. He got hit by a pitch on his last at bat, unfortunately, but he will see. He will see if he can get on base here. Fouled back. Very calm, cool, and collected. J.D. Urso had the privilege of talking to him before the game. Seemed very, very confident about this 3-game series as he takes a swing and a miss. Count 0-2. Barry deals it. Right down the middle. Urso, strikes out looking. He was not expecting that. Barry so far doing a good job on the top of the lineup for the Spartans because they're definitely a formidable force for not only the SEC Conference but nationwide. And Barry's doing a somewhat good job here in the bottom of the 5th. Breaking ball low inside for count 0-1. Combo 1 for 1 on the play, on the night. First at bat walked, second hit a single. And there's a liner, but it doesn't drop. Wow. And Coleman good gets play. It. Wow, great tracking by Coleman. A stellar performance overall for him tonight. You got to give us props, folks. He's been doing on both ends of the field. Well, that will end the bottom of the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th here. The Tampa Spartans still trail 3-2. You're watching TampaSpartans.tv.
I pledged.
The top of the 6th here. Thank you guys for joining TampaSpartans.tv. If you guys are just joining us, the Rollins Stars are leading 3-2 here and had some earlier runs in the 2nd and the 3rd. Here's the dish from Skylar Gonzalez of the Tampa Spartans. He deals it for a count 0-1 against Meehan. Meehan has had a decent night here in his last at-bat single, but got all the way to 3rd in his last at-bat as he wasn't ready for that last pitch, but nevertheless, the count is 0-2. Gonzalez a little bit aggressive on that one. So he pitches that one and it will be a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Meehan goes down swinging for the first out of the inning.
A lot of ball game to go, but the Spartans have already had 3 games this year where they only scored 2 runs, but they won all 3. So
interesting.
They're going to have to score a little bit more.
Yeah.
They don't want to be stuck on 2 in this game.
So that brings up Herring. Herring is the only player to go 2 for 2 on the night. And he takes the first pitch as a strike. Nice breaking ball from Skylar Gonzalez. The 0-1. Low for count 1-1. The 1-1. Ooh, what an interesting pitch, man. It shook up Herring for a count 1-2 now. Great location on that one. The 1-2. Fastball outside. 2-2. Inside. So now we go to full count. Interesting at bat here for Gonzalez. I see the strategy that he's doing. Let's see if it works out. Full count. Just missed it. And he walks Herring. So now we have Deese up. Deese is 0 for 2 on the night. Hasn't got the night that he wanted. So he's 0 for 2, looking to get something going on here. Maybe his first at bat, maybe a walk. We'll see, just to get some contribution for his team. So we'll see with this at bat. Swing and a miss. He kind of check swing, but went a little bit too far on that one. Count 0-1. This is another tall player for them. I believe he stands at 6'3" as well, Jack.
Yeah.
Gonzalez deals outside for count 1-1. Gonzalez also looking at Herring, who is a speedy individual, standing at 5'10". So he takes another ball. Count 2-1. Gonzalez regroups, deals it, check swing. Said he didn't go, but my eyes, I would say, tell a little bit different, but nevertheless, it is 3-1 now. Controversial call on that one.
Herring not a big base stealing threat. 2 stolen bases, 6 attempts.
Foul back for full count now. Deese, another individual out of Fort Lauderdale. Full count. Runner goes. Gutcher cannot get the jump quick enough. But good recovery by Earhart. So that way the ball did not go into center field. So
Gutcher was a little bit off balance after he made the stop on that one. So the fact that he got the ball out to second is probably a credit to him.
Yes, indeed. So now we have Smith up. Smith is 1 for 2 on the night. His last at bat, he did strike out swinging. Gonzalez looks and deals. Check swing, but low ball outside. Pitches another strike for count 1-1. The 1-1 inside, almost clipped his elbow, but it will be a count 2-1 now. So 2 outs here. 1 man in scoring position. Here's Gonzalez. Fouled back. Count now is 2-2. Here's the pitch. Right up the middle, almost hit Gonzalez. Earhart is there on the play and gets the play to close out the inning. What a play by Drew Earhart to back up his teammate and close out the top of the 6th. We go now to the bottom of the 6th to hopefully see if the Tampa Spartans can potentially tie the game now. You're watching TampaSpartans.tv. bottom of the 6th here, the Tampa Spartans will get an opportunity to be at bat, but we have a new pitcher up here. I believe it's the closer, Jack, is now for the Rollins Tars. Tate Stone for Cena out of Fort Lauderdale, Dreed Hills, Georgia. You have some numbers on him, Jack?
I do. 5.28 ERA, so not low by any stretch. This is his 13th appearance, which is the most of any pitcher on the staff right now. Does have a start, has no complete games, but has one save, 29 innings. So I think he's almost more a middle reliever, though he's picked up long stretches. He comes in and pitches a long time. On the year, 24 hits, 13 runs. They've all been earned, 5 walks, and 10 strikeouts on the year.
Interesting stats here as he takes the first pitch for a ball. Here's the second one. Right down the middle, swing and a miss by Gutcher. Count 1-1. Gutcher 0 for 1 on the night. flew out to right field in his last at bat. Swing and a miss again. Strike 2 by Gutcher. I might have mentioned his last at bat was a sac fly, so I think that was the play that brought back J.D. Urso.
Made it 3-2.
Yeah, made it 3-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Gutcher goes down swinging as he's frustrated by his decision to swing on that one. But that would bring up Luis Gonzalez, who is, you see again now, he is taking E.J. Daskow's position. Man, I love that walk-up. I love that walk-up song. Very, very, it sounds Cuban to me, but he's Venezuelan nevertheless. But Luis Gonzalez takes the plate. His last at-bat is struck out, swinging. Pop fly. Shallow center. Torres calls off his teammate, and he puts it away for the second out. I would say just a quick assessment by Luis Gonzalez. I would say he's a good hitter, but he just needs to be a little bit more patient. Very anxious.
First pitch swinging, yeah.
First pitch swinger, yeah. But that brings up Anthony Nunez with another great walk-up song. Wow. Interesting choice music here by the Tampa Spartans.
Players pick their own.
They pick their own, but it shows the diversity that we have here at at University of Tampa. But he takes the first pitch, foul back. Count was now 0-1. Nunez in his last at-bat walked, but has not received a hit at all tonight. Looking to get a hit now. Outside, but is right on the outside corner. Yeah, breaking ball. So now the count is 0-2.
You can see there are no more shadows on the field as well.
So now the pitch zone, the pitch strike zone is very clear for the umpire. We'll see that. So pitch now is 1-2.
So it's kind of that time of day where the stadium lights don't have a big impact.
You saw that Seringer try to bring that ball down to try to sell it, but didn't fool the ump. Oh, wow, that ripped his right to right field, and Smith puts it away. Jack, like we said again, the previous innings, the Tampa Spartans just having a hard time trying to get the ball down. Yep. All these liners are just going straight to left or right, but they're not getting down for the hits. Unfortunate scene of events. But we go to the top of the 7th here. Tampa Spartans still trail 3-2. You are watching TampaSpartans.tv. On the top of the 7th here, the Rollins Tars will get the bat up here. I'll give my reins back to Jack here in the top of the 7th. The Tampa Spartans still trail 3-2, but here you go, Jack.
All right, we're 3 innings later, still a 3-2 game. Seringer to the plate for the Tars, top of the 7th. He's the number 9 hitter in the order. Gonzalez with the pitch. Missing there.
Like and subscribe. Subscribe, bro. Subscribe. Be doing podcasts, interviews, you know what I'm saying? That's what me. Yeah. It's me. Anyway,
Foul ball. Two balls, one strike. Gonzalez delivers. Catches the outside corner, evened up 2-2. 3-2, though, Rollins on top. Well, I think you can tell the importance of this game by the fact that Skylar Gonzalez came in to replace Michael Paul after the 3rd inning, as Gonzalez has 7 appearances this year. 5 of them were starts, so he's more often than not a starter, but Joe Urso puts him in as his first reliever. Ground ball, Saladino charges, has to be quick, threw it away, though, and runner not able to move. Seringer will stay at first base. I don't know if they'd have gotten him. That might be a hit anyway. We'll see how they rule it. It was a slow roller. Saladino really had to charge and then get the throw off quickly. Takes you to the top of the order. Rubin to the plate. They do give him a hit. Shows bunt, and it stays fair. They got to throw it, and good play. They got him. While Earhart was covering. Actually, no, that was Rodriguez, stayed on the base. He scooped the ball up, then it kind of popped out of his mitt, and he grabbed it again. I was worried that when it popped out, they might call the runner safe, but they did not. They called him out. He did get the runner to second. Now, probably what John Sjogren is asking is, you sure from the time he fielded it the first time to when he grabbed it the second time that the runner didn't beat it out? The answer is still no, he's out. So now Seringer at second base with 1 out, and Torres at the plate, second baseman. That one's fouled down the line. They're giving chase toward the bullpen, and it hits up just foul.
Yeah, Combo, he couldn't get there because the warm-up mounds are right there, so he would have tripped on himself. So he was very aware that he was going to trip there. So
if you have your head up and you hit that mound, you're going down.
You're going down, yeah. Face plummets on the mound,
Yep.
yeah. It's not a good scene.
And then if you have your head down and you see it, you might lose the ball.
Yeah.
That one was just out of reach anyway. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball high. Just notice something with Gonzalez's delivery here with the man on second. That little stutter he has when he kind of freezes the base runner a little bit.
Yeah.
It's part of his normal lineup. Watch here. No, he didn't do it there. There's one fly ball out to Lala. He's coming in. Ball bouncing in front of him, so runners at first and third. So runners on the corners with just 1 out.
I don't want to question his hustle, but I've seen this on numerous occasions. He had chances, early in the previous innings, but I will give the shade excuse for this one, but for this one, he could have got that little blooper. I mean, it's all about hustle because now you have a runner on third, and you're still down 1 run. You don't want to extend the lead as a Tampa Spartan. You want to preserve it, hold it, maintain it, so that way when you go into the bottom of the inning, you can have more of a chance, but. No, that's just something that caught my eye. Happened a couple of times.
They did change the error, or the base hit on Saladino's throw, turned it into an error. So back to 7 hits. Nope, now they did reverse it. Now it's back up to 8 hits with that last single, but now an error on Tampa. mound visit. Couple infielders. Gutcher. And now Joe Urso coming out. That he normally only comes out if it's a pitching change. Again, we mentioned that the bullpen is now hidden from our view, from everybody. Numbers on Brodsky, appearance number 11 on the year. Has a 3-0 record at this point. Does have a save. 13 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run. It was not earned. Walked 2, struck out 15. A tremendous strikeout to walk ratio of 7.5 to 1. So he will get his warm-up throws. Almost looks like these Spartan outfielders are posing for a photo out there in center field. Waiting for Brodsky to throw.
Brodsky from Bergen County, New Jersey. Wilkiff Lake. I believe it's not too far away from where I'm from. So it's pretty surprising and pretty alarming when I saw it. I was like, that kind of sounds familiar. Right by the New Jersey borderline, yeah.
So he will inherit a 1-out situation with runners at first and third. And Whitehead will be the batter. Gets a couple more pitches and we'll put it in overdrive again.
Well, quick assessment. What were your overall thoughts about Skylar Gonzalez's
I thought he pitched
pitching?
well, but just seemed to run into a little bit of trouble. Was not quite hitting the zone this inning.
Yeah.
The last few batters. And, Joe's in a situation where he said, runs have been hard to come by in this game, so we can't afford to lose any more if we can nip it in the bud. Brodsky's done with the warm-ups. Whitehead now strides to the plate. And some cheering from both sides. Both teams, one wants runs, one wants to hold them down. First pitch from Brodsky to Whitehead. And it goes all the way to the backstop. Are they going to have a play? No, run scores. First pitch that'll probably be a wild pitch because that bounced in front of the plate. And Gutcher was not able to backhand it. Puts a runner at second now, 4-2. Rollins scores as Seringer scoring from third base. That run will be charged to Gonzalez. And again, Gutcher has to go outside to stop that one. 2 balls, no strikes. Fouled back. One thing that's different about the behind home plate from a couple years ago is they put a rubber cushion on the brick wall behind the plate. So when the ball got away, it hit and died back there. A couple years ago, I'll tell you this after this play. Ground ball out to Earhart. Runner will move up. They're going to get the out. 2 down, runner on third. A couple years ago, there was a man on third, and Tampa was in the field. Wild pitch. Hit the wall behind here when it was just brick. Bounced all the way to home plate, and the catcher got it and tagged him out.
Wow.
But they've eliminated, for the most part, that possibility with the rubber wall now. Coleman to the plate. Good day defensively, but he also has a home run. So in the field and at the plate, Coleman has been having a good day. First pitch, though, a ball.
Pablo, I know you watch soccer, but if this was soccer, he would definitely be the man of the match, you know?
Yeah. Runner on third is Torres. Fouled off. Big screen encircles this ballpark. You can see the yellow line for the home run line, but there's poles and mesh netting all around the ballpark about 100 feet high, keeping balls in as much as they can in the ballpark. That one down the line, foul by about 4 feet. We're surrounded on the left field and the right field line by a couple major streets, and if the balls were to go into the streets, might be some damage. I've heard cars squeal their brakes.
Yeah,
on
definitely.
Cass Street.
I've seen even during practice, you know, one of my teammates, his father was coming. We said call, and then boom, hit the windshield.
Ooh.
Mercedes-Benz, brand new.
1 and 2. Good stop by Gutcher there. So you're hanging out with people who drive Mercedes. My friends have Corollas. Or Datsuns.
Have you been to this campus before? Like,
Oh, I know. I'm just a visitor. I think Gutcher might have taken that one off the shin or thigh. Umpire nicely walks around just to give him some time.
Dalton Ross, another pitcher for the Tampa Spartans. Surprised he didn't get no action here tonight.
He pitched last weekend.
We'll probably see him tomorrow. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
probably see him tomorrow.
Yeah. Fouled back. Stays 2 and 2 with 2 outs. This is an important out. 2 runs, the Spartans can get that back in a swing of the bat. 3, you might have to do some fancy hitting to get all 3 of those runs back.
Yeah.
You want it where you put up a 3 spot, you take the lead. Down the line, foul. Torres, short lead at third. He's going to score on a hit anyway. Fouled again. Brodsky into the stretch. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Bounces away. Gutcher with the throw. Inning is over. 1 run did come in on a wild pitch, and Rollins ups the lead to 4-2. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 4-2 Rollins leading Tampa. Bottom of the 7th. Tampa needs 2 to tie, 3 to take the lead. And it will start with Saladino, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. It'll be 8-9-1, Saladino, Lyons, and Lala. Saladino walked and flew out. Spartans want base runners, playing in, inching in a little at third, thinking possible run. First pitch called strike. Left-handed batter, right-handed thrower, playing shortstop tonight. That's fouled back. Third baseman backs off, not playing in for the bunt. Ball outside. Fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes to Saladino. Ball outside, 2-2. Stone Forcina on the mound for the Rollins Tars. Tampa 12-0 on top of the Sunshine State Conference. Rollins right behind at 10-2. That one is hit. Is it going to get down near the wall? Going way back, making the catch just short of the warning track is Smith, and a long out. Spartans have hit the ball hard tonight, but a lot of them have been right at people. Case in point, Jamarcus Lyons' last at-bat. And he's the batter now. Curveball, strike. Infield goes way back for Jamarcus. Ground ball, foul. They're so far back, if Jamarcus put down the perfect bunt, he could run backwards and beat it out. Not going to try it, though. There's a ground ball out to third. Takes one hop. Thies throws him out, 2 down. That's one where you had to run forward. Jordan Lala to the plate now with 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. First pitch, and it's a strike. Outside, ball 1, 1-1. Swing and a miss. I believe it's 1-2. Scoreboard showing 1-1. See if the umpire changes it or I gave him a pitch too many. Ball outside. We'll go with the scoreboard. It says 2-1. Now they make it 2-2, so I was right.
Yeah.
Huh. Hard to believe.
Got to trust a gut.
Ground ball right out to Torres at second. And an easy out to end the inning. Spartans go down quietly in the 7th. We'll head to the 8th inning. They still need 2 to tie. 4-2, Rollins on top of Tampa on TampaSpartans.tv. Top of the 8th inning we go. Meehan at the plate. A couple Ks and a base hit to his credit today. Brodsky on the mound. That one is hit in the gap. Do they get to it? No, it's going to fall for a base hit. Maybe two. Meehan to second. And is he going to stop? He does. He stays at second with a solid double. One hop to the wall. So runner in scoring position immediately in the 8th inning. Brings Herring to the plate. Couple base hits to his credit and a walk. So a 2-for-2 day going on, but he's been on 3 times. Looks at one a little low. Nighttime here in Tampa. New feature to the outfield. If you see some of the poles in the outfield, they have red lighting going up them. That's new this year. If Tampa were to hit a home run, we'd have a little bit of a light show. Ball high. They don't do fireworks or anything, but they do flicker a little bit. Two-0 pitch. Ground ball out to Earhart. That's going to move the runner. Drew to Rodriguez for the out. Runner on third, 1 out.
That breaks his at-bat streak. He was the only Rollins star that actually had 2 hits, no outs, and he had a walk his last at-bat, but he was the perfect even at-bat, but that breaks it now, so now he's going to be 2-3. 2 for 3. Deese is up now.
Yep. Though 667 for the day will still bring the average up.
Yeah.
Thies at the plate. Meehan now at third. Thies on the day is 0 for 3. Giving him a lot of room down the left field line. Good block by Gutcher. Played a little goalie on that one.
Speaking of goalie, did the Tampa Bay Lightning win against the Islanders? No?
I don't know.
I don't know. I was supposed to work that game. I actually did not work that game.
Are they wondering where you were?
They were. They were. Had to call them.
2-0. Playing in. Looked good, and he gets the call. Infield, in on the grass. Or I guess we should say on the green part of the field. Since there is no difference on the surface other than the color. Swing and a miss. Good fight back from Brodsky after going down 2-0. It's now 2-2. This will be a big out if he can get it without him swinging the bat. Or making contact, I should say. Brodsky on the 2-2. A little bit low, we'll go full. Meehan on third. Thies at the plate. 3-2 pitch. Ball high, walked him. Runners at the corners with 1 out. The optimist says they're setting up the double play.
Hopefully. We'll get a 4-6-3, 6-4-3. We'll see.
Smith to the plate. A look over at first. Brodsky sets. Off speed, fouled off. Into the stretch. The 0-1 pitch. Ball a little bit high. 1-1. Spartans really want to keep that man on third from scoring. It's a 4-2 Rollins lead here in the 8th. The pitch. Fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Brodsky in the stretch. Short lead at first. Off speed high. Two balls, 2 strikes. Two on the way. Ground ball gets through. That'll bring a run in. 5-2. Rollins up, and runners at first and second now with 1 out. That one just zipped through, short and third. Got it between Saladino and Nunez for the base hit. This is the first game of a 3-game series. Single game tonight, double header starting at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Join us then. Seringer at the plate now. Fouls it off. He reached on an error last time. Got to second, that was it. Ball high inside. Not holding the runners, so fairly good leads for both of them. The pitch from Brodsky. They go down to first.
Whoa. I believe that hit him.
And the throw got away. I think you're right. It may have hit Smith.
We're going to get a quick timeout on that one. As he's shaking up, I believe it hit
him in
his
forearm.
Forearm, yeah.
But also, Thies able to go to third when the ball bounced away.
Small base running by him.
So now, runners back on the corners. Gutcher going to position the players. They're back at double play depth. They can get out of the inning if they can turn 2. And it's a 2-1 count with 1 out. Ball high. 3-1. Now they're showing 2-2. Brodsky pitches, tap foul. Rubin in the on-deck circle had to jump out of the way for that one. Brodsky again. Ground ball foul. We'll keep going. Two again. 3-2 now. Ground ball. Can they turn two? Saladino, Earhart, relay, double play out of the inning. Big double play, the 6-4-3. Nobody else scores. They get a run to up the lead to 5-2. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Tampa down 3 on TampaSpartans.tv.
Ready?
Tampa down to its final 6 outs. Bottom of the 8th, they trail 5-2 as Rollins has added a run in the 7th, a run in the 8th to up it to a 3-run lead. It'll be Earhart, Urso, Cumbo, and a host of others here in the 8th. On the day for Drew, doubled in the first inning, bringing in a run. Since then, grounded out and lined out. Stone Frasina on the mound. This is his 3rd inning of work. That's hit by Drew.
Ooh.
Fairly deep.
Whoa.
Back to the wall. Near the wall. Gone. Drew Earhart. That was about 30 feet up on the net.
Way to set the tone by Drew Earhart. You see the lights, flashing lights. There's Drew Earhart to get the momentum going for the Spartans, as this is their second to last chance here to try to get something going and potentially tie or win this game.
Wow. That was hit deep. Way up on the netting. Well over the wall. 5-3 now.
That kind of reminded me of that E.J. Daska walk-off that I commentated the last time I was with Taylor. I was like, wow, it's mesmerizing.
J.D. Urso to the plate. See if he can cut into the lead some more. Fouled off. Scatters the Spartan dugout. That's the first home run of the year.
Wow.
For Earhart. Surprising. Not
What
that
a
he's
time.
a big home run hitter, but you'll maybe see 5 or 6 by the end of the year. J.D. goes fishing for that one and strikes. Cumbo, we've noted this in the past. He stands way up in the batter's box. Most of the batters shows bunt, pulls it back, ball. Most of the batters like to have that back foot on the back line of the batter's box. He's up pretty far front. Popped up. They may have a play down the third base line, giving chase, diving for it, and making the catch is the shortstop, Ruben, in foul territory for the second out. Great play. He went sliding on that one and made the catch.
Well, that was definitely an ESPN top 10 play on that one. Way to hustle, covering almost, well, let's say about 100 feet right there. Wow.
More than that, yeah.
More than that, yeah.
50 yards or more. It would have made the top 10, but we didn't see the catch.
And we didn't see the catch. But I did see the ball go out of his,
You saw
his
the
glove.
catch.
I saw it.
Our video did not
video,
capture the
video.
catch. Gutcher fouls that one off. So a home run by Earhart to start the inning, but 2 outs since. And Gutcher will see if he can get the hit parade going again. Foul ball. Quickly behind 0-2.
Gutcher, his last at bat, he was a little bit too anxious. He struck out swinging, but I see his approach now is a little bit more calm and composed. It's kind of like a reminiscent of like A-Rod. If you look at the way he steps up to the plate, the way he gets settled, it kind of looks like A-Rod though. So we'll see if that can have any more change to his at bat in this potential one.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. Inning is over. Drew Earhart led off with a home run, but then 3 outs. We go to the 9th. It's 5-3. Rollins on top of Tampa on TampaSpartans.tv.
Opportunity.
The 9th inning. 9th inning of this baseball game. 5-3 now. Rollins on top. Rollins, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Tampa, 3 runs, just 4 hits, 1 error. The last hit, a big one, Drew Earhart home run last inning. But they need a couple more. And they need to hold Rollins scoreless here. They'll start with the top of the order. It'll be Ruben, Torres, Whitehead. Ruben, a base hit, struck out, lined out, and a sac fly. Actually, it was a sac bunt. That one has him backing away, and it's a ball. Ruben put down a bunt that just stayed about an inch or two inside the white line. Gutcher tried to see if it was going to roll foul, realized he couldn't wait any longer. One ball, 1 strike. Brodsky pitches. Fly ball foul down toward the Rollins bullpen. Ground ball, that one foul. Its last hop was in fair territory, but then it bounced sideways outside the bag in foul territory. One ball, 2 strikes. Brodsky to Ruben. Foul back. 1-2 again. A little bit low, 2-2. Bounces that one in, and it'll be a full count. Brodsky in the stretch, full count pitch to Rubin. Fly ball heading out toward Cumbo. He comes in, waits, and makes the catch. One down. Torres to the plate.
Now batting second baseman Adam Torres.
Singled his last at bat, got as far as third. And the pitch. High, ball one. One 0 pitch. Fouled back, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Off speed, strike call. One-two pitch on the way. Ground ball heading out to Saladino. Slow roller. Picks it up. Quick throw. In time to Rodriguez for the out. That had to be bang bang because there was no margin for error on that grounder.
No margin of error. And I had a little late chip, and Saladino just got it right quick. Boom. Fly out of his glove and got it down to Rodriguez. So great job by him.
2 down now. Whitehead to the plate. Just missing outside. Spartans will send up Rodriguez, Nunez, Saladino in the bottom of the ninth. Foul back, 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Brodsky in the stretch. 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball gets over Brodsky. Saladino, good bounce, quick throw in time. Inning is over. Last chance for the Spartans coming up. They need 2 to tie. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It is Rollins 5, Tampa 3. We'll be right back on TampaSpartans.tv. Bottom of the ninth, last chance for the Tampa Spartans. It'll be Rodriguez, Nunez, Saladino. You know, Brandon, every day I do a sports history tweet.
Okay.
On this day, March 31st in 2011.
Okay.
The Milwaukee Brewers equaled Major League Baseball history by having the first two batters of the season hit home runs. Back-to-back home runs by Ricky Weeks and Carlos Gomez opened the game in Cincinnati. Hadn't happened since 1969. The Brewers still lost 7-6.
Wow, okay.
Back-to-back home runs to start the season. Had to think things were going your way.
Now, I'm kind of glad that you did like a little sports trivia thing because it kind of reminds me like Yes Network. They always do like a little thing, like a little quiz maybe, like in between like the seventh inning stretch. They always do that just to make it more fun and alive, and I really appreciate you doing that.
Well, we'll do it tomorrow in the 7th. I do this every day.
Every day?
I do 2 tweets, one about Wisconsin sports history.
Cool.
And one about Florida sports history.
All right.
So remind me.
All right, I got you, yeah.
Get down. It does. Base hit to start the inning.
I know Rodriguez was longing for that hit, very anxious in his previous at-bats, but nevertheless he got that rip all the way to left field. Coleman seemed to let it go through, but we'll see if it will bite him in the butt after. So
might be a pinch runner. I think maybe Cadenas will come in to pinch run.
Yep.
Rodriguez came in as a pinch hitter in the middle of an at-bat when E.J. Doskow swung at a ball. It hit his bat and then tipped into his face.
Yeah.
And we saw him leave. Looked like maybe a bloody nose, or it looked like they were treating him for blood of some sort. Might have hit his cheekbone. Initially we thought, well, the way he was holding himself, it might have hit his eye, but it appears to have not done that. But he did leave the game. Anthony Nunez to the plate. Ground out, a walk, and a line out. See if he can get things going for Tampa. Keep things going. Strike call. Stone Frasina trying to close this one out for Rollins. He's in his 4th inning of work. Big swing. Ooh. He was trying to tie it there.
Definitely, his head turned out on that one.
Look over at first. Not sure if Nunez called timeout or doesn't matter. Timeout was called. Now everybody's back in. Rollins back at double play depth. Nobody out, 9th inning. Spartans need 2. Ball is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Short lead for Rodriguez. Nunez waits. Here it is. Outside, 2-2. Fans trying to inspire Nunez here. 2-2 pitch. 3-2. Went ahead 0-2. Now it's full 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way. Fouled off. I always think that's an advantage to the batter. You foul off a 3-2 because now you're forcing the pitcher to throw another strike.
Yeah.
I've seen batters keep doing it, and eventually you're going to win the battle if you can keep fouling it off.
Yeah.
3-2 count again. That is hit. Does it get over the right fielder? No. Smith makes the catch. Boy, if that goes in the gap, might have a run, might have a man on third.
That's Nunez's second line out, straight to right field, straight to Smith, in his second consecutive at bat.
Yep.
He's had 3 flyouts tonight.
All solidly hit.
All solidly hit, yes. Yeah.
Nico Saladino, shortstop, to the plate. He's got a couple flyouts today, too, as well as a walk. Needs a base hit here. Check swing, called strike. I don't know if he... Boy, I don't think he went around.
I don't think he went around, but I think he just called a strike. Yeah.
Playing in at third, so they think... Obviously not going to bunt to put a runner in scoring position, but they think he's going to try to bunt, potentially bunt for a hit. And he's behind 0-2, so there goes the bunt.
Surprised Cadenas hasn't moved up yet.
Thies now playing behind the bag at third base.
Let's see if he goes.
Saladino takes the pitch. That one's down the line, left field. If it gets down, it could. No, a running catch. And a nice play by Coleman. Chases Cadenas back to first. Now, I don't know if he caught that fair or foul. He was right on the line. It doesn't matter. He caught it. There's
doesn't matter. I believe that was foul.
I don't know what they'd have called had he not caught it.
Well,
I think if he wouldn't have got there, it was foul. But he might have been in fair territory when he reached out to make the catch.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't matter. He caught it.
The Spartans, seeming like they're going to lose this game with the now down 2 strikes. The last time the Spartans lost the game was March 14th against Valdosta State.
Adam Hunt.
Valdosta
State.
State.
Pinch hitter.
March 14th, they lost 6-3 in single game outing for them. So that was a couple of weeks ago.
Going to second, sliding safely. He's got a chance to go to third. Cadenas will go to third.
Way to go for Cadenas to have some great base running to keep it alive here, to get into scoring position. Now you have Adam Hunt now.
Now a play like that, Seringer, the catcher, you almost let the runner take second because they need 3. So he's not hurting you by being on second, but now he's on third, still not hurting you. Adam Hunt rips one out to second base. Torres fields it. Quick underhand throw, ball game. Rollins picks up the win and wins the first game of the series, 5-3 over Tampa. They have cut the Spartans' lead in the Sunshine State Conference to 1 game. Tampa falls to 12-1 in conference play, 23-5 overall. Rollins now 11-2, just 1 game back, 21-8 on the year. Michael Paul takes the loss in the game. He will now go to 3-2 on the year, and I think Barry picks up the win. I think he had enough innings to get the win.
I believe he did.
We've got 2 games tomorrow to determine who has the lead in the Sunshine State Conference. Spartans win 1 of 2 tomorrow. They're still in first. They take 2 games. They now are back up to the a little bigger lead. They'll have a 3-game lead in conference play. So, but that's all waiting for another day. That's tomorrow. So we will be there. Game time 1 o'clock. Second game 4-ish. But thanks for joining us. Join us tomorrow 1 o'clock. Games 2 and 3 right here on TampaSpartans.tv. See you tomorrow.